What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel Mystic Watch, and today we're doing Konan in-depth analysis. I did Jiraiya a few days ago, I did Madara a few days before that, so from now on I'm going to try to be doing every single character that comes out in the future, and then if I have time I'll be going back and filling in some of the old characters that already came out. The next character I'll be doing after Konan will be Granny Chiyo, or unless whatever the new update that happens tonight into tomorrow takes precedent over that. If we get anything crazy, if it's just a filler banner, you know, it's no big deal. But Konan, a god's messenger. Let's start it off. Nope, wrong way. So Konan has a cost of 60, HP 1284, attack is 1764, and she is a bravery type and mid-range. So for her stats, attack is actually amazing. She has one of the highest attacks in the entire game for a mid-range unit prior to any limit breaks. She's like somewhere in the general area of like her, Might Guy, and Shippuden Sasuke have, I believe, like the 3 highest attacks for a mid-range unit. So I think she has higher than both of them, or she might be lower than Might Guy. I could be missing someone, but I'm pretty sure like she has good attack. She has more than Madara, but of course Madara has like an extra 500 HP. Either way, in terms of just stat line, she's good. So moving on, field skill reduces chance of being sealed by 20 to 25%. Nothing like pretty bad field skill. It's pretty useless, but either way, field skills tend to be useless to begin with unless they're like field heal. But sorry, just ate some food, gotta let it out. Buddy skill boosts bravery attack by 250. So if you guys watched my Jiraiya video, I actually spent a lot of time talking about this buddy skill and how both Jiraiya and Konan have potentially the best buddy skill in the entire game, simply because they boost the attack of their own team. And it's a big deal, right? Because if you boost, like we'll take Karin for example, she boosts heart by 300 but is a wisdom unit, so it doesn't change anything, like in a sense where you can't do any new objectives with her since she's a wisdom unit and she doesn't help out other wisdom units, and her buddy skill helps out hearts, but since she's a wisdom unit you can't do anything about it. But here Konan and Jiraiya both boost their own type, and 250 is a lot. It's not the 300 like Karin, but the reason it's 300 for Karin is simply because it's to a different unit, so it can boost more since it's like a more situational type of thing. Either way, if we look at a if we look at the same buddy skill but without the elemental tag to it, right? So just like boost attack of your buddy by X amount. I believe the highest is 115. That is by either Shippuden, Wisdom Naruto, or the original like OG Naruto, the Heart one from way back when. I think his is also 115 or 110 or 105, something along those lines. So you can see that the difference is almost doubled with these buddy skills. So it's a pretty big deal, right? Like it's a really strong buddy skill, and it helps out for objectives since this game literally only uses mono teams for objectives and under 28. So best buddy skill in the game, potentially probably only competing with like field heal, or sorry, buddy heal. Jutsu 4 chakra, 4 times attack in bravery, damage to all enemies in range, and knocks them back. Solid. I can't remember the hitbox, but I'm pretty sure it's decently sized. For 4 chakra and 4 times attack multiplier is really good. You know, it does a lot. We'll check it out, the damage, when we get to the damage calculation portion. But the jutsu is low chakra, AoE, and has a high multiplier. So really good about that. And on top of the fact that it knocks enemies back, making it extremely useful in Ninja Road, which hopefully we'll be getting next week. Ultimate is 8 chakra, 10 times attack to a single enemy, 90% chance of sealing recovery for 4 turns and knocking them back as well. So similar to her normal jutsu where she can knock back, but instead she has a single target nuke in a sense, or high, just a high damage to a single person, and the 90% chance of sealing recovery for 4 turns. That part is unfortunately kind of bad in the sense where, there's not many people who heal in this game. So sealing recovery doesn't seem to be that useful unless they plan on releasing people that can, heal also. Kabuki Sage made a good point where the next potential impact will be the animal path of pain, which is who Jiraiya fought when he first encountered pain. And I'm assuming that if that's the case, maybe Jiraiya and Konan will be really good against them, and maybe that animal path will have some sort of healing ability that Konan can use against. But that's all speculation. Nothing is confirmed. This is just going off a potential situation. Moving on, we have the dupe abilities. Boost HP by 100. Reduces the next 3 are reduced damage taken by 5%, and the final one is boost attack by 100. So they're just all around really solid dupe abilities. Not a single one is useless by any means. So really solid. Final cost is 30 after all 5 dupes. Damage calculation. So for the damage calculation, she doesn't have anything too crazy, but normal, her normal jutsu is 4 times attack, times 4 times multiplier, times 1764. You add the extra 100 for the pills, and then it becomes 7,456 for her normal jutsu. For AoE, it's good, right? And against wisdom, so if you're using this in a situation where you're against wisdom, it does 11,184. So it has plenty of damage to kill off anything, even as neutral damage, which, right, this jutsu will never be weak, so minimum it'll always do 7,456 if you have the pills, assuming that the enemies don't have a reduced damage, any type of modifier. But doing about 7,500 damage as an AoE is enough to kill almost any fodder unit, and for 4 chakra it does a great job. So the ultimate jutsu is 10 times attack, 1,764 plus 100 for the pills gets you 18,640, and against wisdom that's 27,960, which, that's close to 30,000. That's a lot. And the same thing for just the base damage, 18,640, you're talking about close to 20,000 damage for a single target damage, and for 8 chakra. So in case you guys are wondering, what does that stack up against the current heavy hitters? Even though he came out a long time ago, Minato, still considered a great unit. For the same 8 chakra, he does 17,182 damage, right? And he doesn't push enemies back, and he doesn't recovery seal them. Not that it's that big of a deal, but just giving it out there. And actually his normal jutsu is 7,498, so about 50 more damage more than Konan, but it's single target for the same chakra cost. It's just cool to look at that. Now if we look at Choji, I don't have his damage after limit breaking, but before limit breaking at level 100, like on release, Choji's normal jutsu did 7,680 or 7,690 after rounding, and then his ultimate jutsu did 17,088, and his chakra costs are 5 and 10. So she already outdamages level 100 Choji, which is really cool, and both of Choji's abilities are single target as well. So in terms of, against the other bravery units, she's, I'd say she's the hardest hitter. Well, no, like one till Naruto exists, but it would probably be like one till Naruto followed by Choji, then Konan. But as we know, they're probably gonna give everyone in this goddamn game a limit break, so she has high multipliers. If she ever gets around to getting a limit break, she'll be a monster. I think Konan is a lot better than Jiraiya in terms of how her character is built. Jiraiya isn't bad, but I think Konan is one of the, like above average cards, and then Jiraiya is just average to good. don't think there's much else to talk about. The other thing I do want to mention is that you can use Gengo to boost Konan to do damage as well. So if you're running 2 Gengo, you can easily get hers to, I believe, 150% attack boost. So she can do a humongous nuke also, because she has a 10 times multiplier. So she'd be doing something, not like 1 till Naruto level, but she'd be doing a lot of damage. I haven't done the math, but assuming 150 times multiplier, so you just take the 18,000, it's 2.5 times multiplier in a sense. So 18,000, you're looking at somewhere along the lines of 50,000 to 60,000 damage for Konan if she had that 150% attack boost, which is definitely possible if you have multiple Gengo, and you can do that in a single mono bravery team. That's all I wanted to talk about. Konan wasn't as detailed as Jiraiya, and I already talked about her buddy skill a lot in there. That should do it for this one. Stay tuned for Granny Chio or anyone else that'll be coming up after the next, what is it? The update. Yeah, that's what it is. After the update. See ya.